Now, do you ever feel that creative spark just burning inside of you, eager to burst into something beautiful? Do you imagine turning your passions and skills into an online income, but you get stuck wondering how to take that leap? If that sounds like you, well, you are in the right place. So today I want to share a little story with you on how I was able to take an idea and turn it into a digital product that I could use myself and also sell on Etsy. Now I get it. I understand that taking that leap into creating something that you're passionate about and then selling it online, it can seem a little bit overwhelming. But trust me when I say that the steps to get there is a lot easier than what you might think. So just recently, I decided that I wanted to create a digital manifestation journal. Yes, just like those trendy ones that you see on Etsy or on Pinterest, the ones that take your thoughts and your dreams and your aspirations and then turn them into reality. And let me tell you, I was so excited to just give it a go. Not only because they are a hit online, but because I really wanted to create one for myself. Talk about killing two birds with one stone, right? Now, I understand what you might be thinking. You're saying, well, Alicia, that's all well and good, but how do I actually get a start? How do I take something I'm passionate about? How do I take a skill that I have and turn that into a digital product? You might be thinking, how do I take my idea and make it a reality? Well, let me just tell you that it doesn't happen overnight, okay? It's taken me a lot of years and a lot of skills and a lot of learnings in order to create successful digital products that I sell in my Etsy shop and in my own online store. But that's not to say that you can't do it, right? We are all on a creative journey together, and it's okay not to know everything right away. It's our imperfections and our unique paths that help us to create something magical, something special that we can sell online. So now that we have that all out the way, how did I actually go from idea to finished, ready to sell digital product? Well, I'm about to spell all of my secrets, well, maybe not so much secrets, but my step-by-step process so that you can go ahead and do the same. Are you ready? Let's dive on in. So it all starts with an idea. I've always had an interest in manifestation and law of attraction after a lot of my own manifestations have actually happened in my own life. But after listening to an audiobook recently, it actually reignited an interest and the passion and the love that I have for manifestation. And while listening to the audiobook, just before I drifted off to sleep, I actually came up with a good idea. What if I was to take my passion for manifestation and create my own digital manifestation journal, one that I could use for myself? And that got me thinking, if I have a passion for manifestation, I'm sure, and I have no doubt that there are many other people out there that have a passion for manifestation as well. So what if I created this for myself? I could also go ahead and sell it online. So to solidify the idea that other people would be interested as well, I decided to head on over to my new favorite Etsy trend research tool, Inside Factory, to see whether or not this was a trending product on Etsy. And sure enough, I typed in manifestation, and the term manifestation workbook is actually a trending product on Etsy right now. It actually has been a trending product for a little while now, and I assume that it's going to be trending still for some time to come. The term manifestation workbook has high sales on Etsy with low competition, which makes this the perfect product to sell on Etsy. So how did I get from my idea to actually creating a product? Well, let's go through that whole entire process now. So the very first thing I did was I thought about what kind of product I wanted to create. So in my mind, I wanted to create a journal, but this time I wanted to create a digital journal. So rather it be a printable planner or printable journal, I wanted to be a digital journal so that I could use it on my iPad. So after I realized what kind of product I wanted to create, I needed the resources in order to create it. I didn't want to start from scratch. Lord knows that that's a long process. So what I did is I thought about what tools and resources I already owned to use in order to create this product. So I was thinking, well, I've got the digital planner template kit. I've actually mentioned this template kit in previous videos before, but I think it's worth mentioning again. So the digital planner template kit is a treasure trove full of everything you need, templates and videos and tutorials on how you can actually create quickly and easily a digital planner that you can sell on Etsy. It's one of my favorite resources for creating digital planners. Now, the digital template kit has been created by my good online buddies, Michelle and Aimee. They are literally the queens of digital planning. So it just makes sense that I would get and start from the templates that they have provided in this template kit. Now, the templates included in this resource, in this kit, have templates for Adobe InDesign, Affinity Publisher, and also Keynote for both Mac and Windows users. So there's a template in there for any type of software that you use. Now, I also want to mention here that if you do have the confidence and you do have the time, you can always create your digital planner or your digital journal from scratch using something like Canva, okay? So it just depends on your skill level and the time that you have. Now, in combination with the digital planner template kit, I also used one of the PLR templates from my own online shop. This was a manifestation, a weekly manifestation journal. What I wanted to do was incorporate some of the prompts that were inside of this journal and then use them as the main part of the digital journal that I would be creating. Fusing these two products together was going to help me create an amazing product, one that I was really excited to use myself and also sell. So as you can see, these tools were my secret weapon. These were the foundation that I needed in order to save time and energy and my brain power, okay? It was like having a map to a foreign city. I knew where I was headed, even if I had never been to the destination before. So you can see, instead of starting from scratch, I already had a head start. So you can imagine how much time it saved me, time that I could focus on other things, other parts of my business, like creating these YouTube videos and spending more time in my main online business, which is helping you guys, okay? Okay, now let's head on over to the creative process of this journey, shall we? This is where our ideas start to take shape and start to develop into something that we can hold, well, virtually anyway. Okay, so now you've got this amazing digital product idea. What's next? Well, it's time for design, baby. Now you might be thinking, well, where in the world am I going to find inspiration to create this digital product? For some, it might be a walk in the park. It might be checking out your favorite blogs, magazines, books. It might be in your everyday life, taking care of kids. It could be anywhere. There are a million ways that you can find inspiration for your digital products. For me, I love to use Pinterest. Now, most of the time, I'm just wandering aimlessly on Pinterest, not really searching for anything in particular, just looking, I guess, just to see what's happening online. But this time I was actually on Pinterest for a reason. I had a purpose. It was to find designs and colors and fonts and graphics and just get a general vibe of the style that I would like to use in my design. This time when I was on Pinterest, I had an idea in mind. I wanted to create a digital planner or a digital journal that had a floral abstract theme. So the first thing I did was head on over to the search bar. I typed in floral abstract and then just hit enter, and then I just had a look to see what came up. As I was searching through, I was just hitting save on a whole heap of different images, saving them to a board on my account. I was looking for colors, like color palettes, different fonts that I might be looking to use. I was looking for graphics and clip art. I was looking for just general brand and I guess illustrations as well that I could use and incorporate into my own design. Once I had a dozen or so images saved to my Pinterest board, what I did is I went on over to Canva and then I created a mood board using these images. I was taking out some of the colors that were in some of these images. I was getting inspiration of different fonts, and I put together something that I thought would be useful and I thought I would eventually use in my digital journal. Now, once I was happy with this mood board, then I went over to Creative Market and Creative Fabrica in search of some of these elements that I would want to use in my journal. So I found a specific font, or two fonts that I wanted to use in my journal. I also found some beautiful abstract floral clip art that I wanted to use as well. So all of this, I was just pretty much just gaining all the little bits and pieces, all the all the puzzle pieces that I would use in my final design. Now, I just want to stop you here and let you know that this process, the process of creating the mood board and finding inspiration and even going on over to Creative Market and Creative Fabrica to find things, it's not like a one and done thing. Sometimes it can take me a couple of days to find all the inspiration that I need, or sometimes it can happen in an instant. I just want to let you know that if you feel like you're not really getting anywhere, just take a break, perhaps sleep on it and then come back to it. Because sometimes when you are too focused on it, it can sometimes lead you on a path which is a bit more rigid and structured. You want to have a bit of ease, a bit of flow, and a bit of freedom when doing this, okay? So once I had downloaded all of my fonts and my clip arts, now it was time to put it all together. This is where the fun begins. So the first thing I did was I opened up the digital planner template. I use InDesign, that's my software of choice, so I opened it up in InDesign. Now, the planner template that you get from Aimee and Michelle within the template kit is based on a planner. So it's got things like calendars, to-do lists, daily tasks, you know, all those things that you would see in either a digital or a physical planner. But for me, I wanted to create a journal. So what I really needed to do was adjust and edit the structure of it. I needed to change the pages, the page layout, the tabs, so that it was in line with what I wanted as the end product, okay? Then the magic happens. This is when you install your fonts, you bring in your colors, you bring in your clip art, and you start designing what the end product would look like. This is where all the pieces finally slip into place. And you can finally see that idea, that spark, finally turn into a finished product. And then there it was, my very own digital manifestation journal. I couldn't have been happier with the result. Within just a few hours, I had created and crafted a beautiful digital product. A digital product that not only I would love to use, but I'm sure many other people would love using too. Now, I've shared my story with you. I've shared my entire process of how I created this manifestation journal with you. But wouldn't it be amazing if you experienced this for yourself? I'm inviting you to come join me on this creative journey. Go ahead and get your hands on the digital planner template kit. Go on my own online store to go and check all the PLR templates that you can use as a starting point to create your own digital products. And then go ahead and create something that you can go ahead and sell on Etsy or your own online shop. I'll be sure to leave links to everything that I used here within this video in the description box below. All right, my friend, I hope that this video was helpful for you and it's given you the inspiration to go ahead and get started. Take that leap of faith and don't wait for perfection, because trust me, there is beauty in every stage of this process. And don't forget that I'm right here with you, okay? So let's create, design, and start monetizing our skills together. Okay, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.